is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. These valuable lines were said by Mahatma Gandhi, who led and spent his life with harmony. A motivational morning to all. We are here to celebrate 152nd birthday of Gandhiji. We wholeheartedly invite you all. A devotional ambience prevailed and the program started with a meaningful prayer service in the form of Vaishnava Janato. Here I would like to call upon the school choir to sing the prayer song.
वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। वरदों के उपकार करे तो ये मन अभिमान ना आने रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। सकल लोक मां सहुले वंदे निंदा न करे के नीरे। वाच काच मन निश्चल राखे धन धन जननी तेनी रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। समदृष्टि तृष्णा त्यागी परस्त्री जेने मात रे। जिह्वा की असत्य न बोले पर धन नव जाले हाथ रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। मोह माया व्यापे नहीं जेने दृढ़ वैराग्य जेना मन मारे। राम नाम शून तारी लागी सकल तीर्थ तेना तन मारे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। वन लोभी ने कपट रहित छे काम क्रोध निवार्या रे। बन दर्शन करता कुल एकोटर तार्या रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। हर दो के उपकार करे तो ये मन अभिमान ना आने रे।
Thank you, friends. A very vibrant and cheerful morning to all the Jaipurians. Today is the day to celebrate the happiness. It is the day to mark respect because today is the birth of a motivator and a father of a nation, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, the man who is called respectfully Mahatma Gandhi. This year, as we all are in our home, we will be celebrating his birthday differently. And also, we have gathered here to virtually impact the birth anniversary of a great leader. Greetings of Gandhi Jayanti to everyone. Mahatma Gandhi said prayer is not weakness. Faith and prayer are both invisible. Asking is not longing of the soul. It is the daily admission of one's as it dawned through. And as we welcome another into our lives. Thank you, Diksha, for your kind words. Mahatma Gandhi said, "A man is the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes." It is easy to stand in the crowd, but it takes a lot of courage to stand alone and still make a difference. Now we have our friends to accord a few words on Mahatma Gandhi.
मेरे आदरणीय अध्यापकों और मेरे प्रिय मित्रों को मेरा नमस्कार। आज मैं भारत महात्मा गांधी जी के बारे में कुछ बताना चाह रहा हूँ। महात्मा गांधी जी अहिंसा के परिचायक हैं। उनके जीवन में ऐसे कई कार्य हैं जिनसे सबको शिक्षा मिलती है। महात्मा गांधी जी का पूरा नाम मोहनदास करमचंद गांधी है, पर उन्हें प्यार से पापू के नाम से पुकारा जाता है। महात्मा गांधी जी को राष्ट्रीय पिता भी पुकारा जाता है। महात्मा गांधी जी का जन्म 2 अक्टूबर 1869 पोरबंदर गुजरात में हुआ। महात्मा गांधी जी का पिता का नाम करमचंद गांधी है, माता का नाम पुतली बाई है, उनके पत्नी का नाम कस्तूरबा गांधी है और उनके बच्चों का नाम हरिलाल, मणिलाल, रामदास और देवदास था। गांधी जी का प्रसिद्ध वाक्य है अहिंसा परमो धर्म। देश की गुलामी की जंजीरों से बाहर निकालने के लिए गांधी जी का योगदान जगत विदित है। गांधी जी का योगदान जगत विदित है। अहिंसा परमो धर्म पर चलकर उन्होंने देश को एकजुट करके आजादी दिलाई। लड़ाई में हिस्सा लेने का प्रेरणा दी। गांधी जी एक ऐसे व्यक्ति थे जिन्होंने देश की आजादी को देश की जनता को विश्वास दिलाई कि यह स्वतंत्रता की लड़ाई हमारे सबकी लड़ाई है और सब एकजुट मिलकर 200 वर्ष की पेड़ियों को तोड़ देना। 200 वर्ष की पेड़ियों को तोड़ देना। गांधी जी ने सत्य अहिंसा के बल पर चलकर देश को आजादी दिलाई। इसलिए हम 2 अक्टूबर को गांधी जयंती को अहिंसा दिवस के रूप से मनाते हैं। गांधी जी ने अंग्रेजों को अब हमारे देश से बाहर निकालने के लिए कहीं सत्याग्रह और कहीं आंदोलन किए थे। इसी कारण गांधी जी को कई बार जेल भी जाना पड़ा।
Thank you, friends.
रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। सीताराम सीताराम, बज प्यारे तू सीताराम। सीताराम सीताराम, बज प्यारे तू सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरो नाम, सबको सम्मति दे भगवान। ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरो नाम, सबको सम्मति दे भगवान। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। मुख में तुलसी कट में राम, जब बोलो तब सीताराम। मुख में तुलसी कट में राम, जब बोलो तब सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। हाथों से करो घर का काम, मुख से बोलो सीताराम। हाथों से करो घर का काम, मुख से बोलो सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। Ragupati Raghavara.
Hello all, my name is G. Sai Vilashini. We are celebrating the 152nd birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi, he is the father of a nation. Mahatma Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi, he is the father of a nation. The man of honesty, the man of greatness, he is the one who had set us free. Mahatma Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi, he is the father of a nation. The man of patience, the man of kindness, he taught us unity, truth and honesty. Mahatma Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi, he is the father of a nation. Thank you. I am writing Year 1, Year 2. Gandhi Jayanti song. Gandhiji, Gandhiji, Mahatma Gandhi. Babuji, Babuji, the father of nation. Gandhiji, Gandhiji, Mahatma Gandhi. Babuji, Babuji, the father of nation. If was our freedom, he said that. If was our freedom, he said that. He was wonderful teacher, he's a role model. He was wonderful teacher, he's a role model. Gandhiji, Gandhiji, Mahatma Gandhi. Babuji, Babuji, the father of nation. Gandhiji, Gandhiji, Mahatma Gandhi. Babuji, Babuji, I love you, Babu. Gandhi Jayanti song. Thank you, ma'am.
It is said that behind every beautiful music there is a story. The effective lyrics, the beautiful music, and the mood of one song can take us back in a moment in time like nothing else can. So I call our school choir to sing and pour their feelings out in your melodies and of respect to our loving Babu. Friends, the power of music and the melody has made all differences and motivated us by reuniting the memories of Mahatma Gandhi. Better to debate a question without settling it than to settle a question without debating it. Based on the above lines, we have our students here to settle a question through a debate.
Good morning, dear students. Good morning, ma'am. Okay, after a long time, now we had been assembled here to speak about Mahatma Gandhi, and you all had been selected for the final round of the debate, wherein which now we are going to have a strong argument. Are Gandhiji's teaching relevant to the challenges which we are facing in our modern India? Shall we start? Yes, ma'am. I expect you all a very, very valuable argument wherein which, okay, let us all come to the conclusion related to our topic. Shall we? Yes, ma'am. Yes, let's have a good start. All the best. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah.
Myself, Harini B., a student of class 12, here to represent my views for the topic. Whenever we think of non-violence, we remember the great saying of Thiruvalluvar's Thirukkural, Inna seidare oruthal avananam nannayam seiduvidal, which means the proper punishment to those who have done evil is to put them in shame by showing kindness in return to them. So it's better to practice the method of non-violence in this challenging world.
I strongly oppose to this point to be Harini, because now an innocent person is murdered. For that murderer, you give a non-violence as a punishment. Then what happened to the innocent person? For his rights.
Non-violence is not a government to spread on everywhere to create peace. It should spread according to the situation, place, and the person.
Yeah, she is right. Because there is no relevancy between the non-violence and the person, innocent person who is being killed. So, if you wanted to speak against non-violence, kindly pose a strong, valid argument related to that.
Non-violence is not the only way to oppose any violence. We have to be violent. We cannot shower our kindness everywhere because it will lead to the continuance of a violence. Violence cuts violence.
Yes, I support this point 100% because they are saying that Gandhiji told that non-violence we should follow. What non-violence? With non-violence, what is independence? No, absolutely no. See, our Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose led our Indian National Army, and through violence he fought more, which built a basement for independence. Then through non-violence, when some freedom was violated, so that he opposed the Britishers. Through that we got independence. Not only through non-violence we got independence. For example, I would say on April 16, 1960, Jallianwala Bagh massacre was held. That time, where did the non-violence help those people, and what it did to the persons who died?
I oppose this point because violence is not only the solution. For example, if we had a war between our rebelling country Pakistan and India, if we followed violence, number of Pakistan soldiers would have also died, and our soldiers would have died. It will affect the mankind. So non-violence is a way of handling the difficult situations. Not violence is always correct.
But being silent while Pakistan is warring on us, we are forced to take the guns. We cannot sit simply and protest peacefully while they were killing us.
Yes, yes, I agree with her point and I support her. We can't stay calm and talk to our enemy countries who are hurting our Indian people.
We are not saying that non-violence is the only way to oppose enemies. Violence also can be used, but only violence is also not good for us, not good for our enemies too. Because violence should be used as a defense, and non-violence should be used to convey our message and to understand, to help an understanding between the two parties, that is ourselves and our enemies.
Again and again, you people are coming to the argument between non-violence and violence. Okay, but our argument started with the saying that our Gandhiji's teaching is relevant to the challenges which we are facing in modern India. I think we can go to some other Gandhiji's teaching whether is it relevant or not. We can pose the argument based on that. Shall we?
Yes,
Yeah, start please.
Gandhiji believed that industrialization is a curse for the mankind. For example, as we look to the Russia, where the apotheosis of the industrialization has been reached, the life there does not appeal. Industrialization is the environmental pollution that can adversely impact the human health.
But without industrialization, India could not have achieved its economic development in the world GDP. Industrialization is the root cause of the economical development of India.
It's a valid point, as Lakshana said. Does anyone agree or disagree with this point?
I completely disagree with this point. What economy will do? See, due to the industrialization, many people are affected through several diseases. It causes cancer, mainly cancer, and radioactive diseases. See, just they are getting approval from the government that pollution-free industries. But actually, what we see, kinds of pollution, noise pollution, water pollution, air pollution, etc., are being affected our environment. Our mother nature is going to die. I think the end date for our mother nature is too near.
I agree with Srihari. And another point I want to say is not only industrialization contributes to India's growth in GDP, but also agriculture plays the vital and most basic role in GDP.
In what way agriculture is related to Gandhiji's teaching? Could anyone relate it?
Agriculture can be related to Gandhiji's teaching by self-sufficiency, because in agriculture we are making goods and products with the resources which are available in our own country. So that does not mean we are getting help from other countries, that is industrialization.
Yeah, it's good and a valid point.
I think the opponent don't know what is happening in the current situation. Agriculture, okay, self-sufficient. What is self-sufficient now? I think you all know about soya, right? See, what happened is in current situation they have exported tons of soya, but it made a scarcity in our present country. Many poultry farmers and etc. people were affected due to this. Due to the export of soya grains in our current country, many people, the rate of soya has been doubled, I think thrice, so that the farmers are being affected adversely.
Only agriculture is not a way. There is a many ways that you told that you are opposing a point. But if there is no Gandhiji's teaching, there is no way for making in India. It was told by Gandhiji, but it is now followed by Prime Minister, right?
Yes, I'm accepting her because he taught us how to handle the job, because now lonely job is done by many people because of the goods that is cultivated in our land. So he taught us how to make lonely job, and this was said by PM Modi that new system has formed that is made in India.
Good. Sanjana?
I oppose both these points. It is like the teacher whom dictates the points and the student who writes in his note, and what he appears or writes in his exam will responsible to the teacher or the student. No, I am saying that only to the student. They are saying that Gandhiji is the main responsible or only the responsible for the formation of democratic government. No. You know what? Who he wrote the constitution of our government? Dr. B. Ambedkar, not the Gandhiji. Just saying principles doesn't form the government or build up the government. Okay, you should rule and you should change the government. I would say like Kamarajar who made changes, not like Gandhi just saying the principles and I.
I'm not telling that Gandhi is one among them only. I'm saying I'm not telling that Gandhi is one who fought for freedom. I'm telling he's one among them.
I want to say one thing now. Gandhiji was not the teacher; he was the principal. Kamaraja, Jawaharlal Nehru, Subhash Chandra Bose, they were the teachers. That's why Gandhiji is called the father of nation, because he played the vital and main role in freedom fighting.
And he guided in all our situation to lead freedom.
No, many leaders guided and led the several movements, but it was not popularized at the time. Only Gandhiji's movement was popularized, so he may be the father of nation. That led to bring this photo in the currency of our country. That is not fair, right? See, many people fought from various parts of our country, and they died and they sacrificed their family, livelihood. Even each soldier is responsible for our independence, not only the Gandhi. Just giving outframe his name as father of nation doesn't. It's not like fair, like giving respect to everyone, right? So I think we are out of topic.
No, actually you are out of topic as if others told. Okay, our concept is we are now speaking about Mahatma Gandhi, who is one of the national leader who fought for freedom. Okay, but you are completely opposing Mahatma Gandhi's principles. What about the people who spoke about Far Gandhiji? He is completely opposing the principles of Mahatma Gandhi. Is it right?
No.
Then anybody could validate your point, right?
We are not telling that you should only follow the principles of Mahatma Gandhi. He is one of the best leaders among the other leaders. You can follow all the leaders' principles. So if you are opposing Gandhi's principle, you can't tell that he is always wrong. I accept this Harini's point. His Gandhiji's principles were also very good and it's relevant in modern India. We can follow and we can also adopt a non-violent way.
But it's not always practical in this modern scenario. Non-violence cannot be always used. Violence should also be used. But Gandhiji said non-violence is the only way. But it's not always acceptable. Industrialization, he opposed it completely. But industrialization and agriculture both have to be balanced for a country's overall growth. So Gandhiji opposed industrialization completely, but it's not acceptable.
Okay. Apart from non-violence, okay, which had been practiced by Mahatma Gandhi, and industrialization, which is currently in practice, what are all the other Gandhi's teaching which could be relevant to the challenges in modern India? Would anyone speak for the topic?
Hence the topic, ma'am. Gandhiji believed in value and moral education, but this is not always practical. We are moving and developing with time, and we are introducing robotics mechanism. We are going in another route. We are going in a very much developed, but the moral and education values are very basic, sir. Basic, ma'am. So they are not always needed. We have to go with robotics mechanism, and we are improving very much.
Yes, I support Lakshana because nowadays we pay more, we get the education better. Because money is everything nowadays life.
I oppose Lakshana's point because robots without morals and values are nothing. Because if you are moral, if you know what is morals and values, then only you can make good robots. Or else you can make a soldier of robots and over the entire world, and that is not a humanity, not a human thing.
I saw his point that he told money is everything. Yes, Gandhiji told that the health is the real wealth and not the pieces of gold and silver. But what is happening here? All are money minded. The whole world is full of money. Money is God. Money is power. Money is everything. Without money, what you can do? Through non-violence, and I am Gandhiji's follower, and I am following truthness. You say, and you go and buy some chocolates from the shop and come. Then I will also accept your points.
Have you brought up without the teachings of Gandhi's moral values?
Yeah, answer her question.
I think not only Gandhi told that we should follow non-violence to fullness. Many leaders told, but the actual topic is whether it is relevant to the challenges of modern India. That is the topic. Not we are saying that we should not follow this rule, follow these principles. We should follow. When the modern India is fully changed, so that following these principles give an adverse condition and we need to face more hardships, and it is not being followed by all the citizens. It can't be followed because the whole world is fully changed.
I'm agreeing with your points. The whole we cannot through Gandhi's teachings we cannot live practically. We have to survive in the modern world. We have to change ourselves. Violence is also necessary, and industrial growth, everything is necessary. Having only Gandhi's teachings, we cannot live in this practical modern world. It's not practically possible.
I oppose this point. You may or may not follow his principle. That's not the topic here. But we are the reasons. We people are the reasons for what is happening in this current world. We can't just put all the problems or mistakes in Gandhi's or in government. We each and every Indian citizen is responsible for what we are doing now. What we implement will give us back.
I think I would support 100% to Lakshana's point. See, in modern India, women abusement and harassment is increasing high, just too high. So, when women is being harassed by men, whether she should follow non-violence or violence, please answer.
Good. It's of course violence. When someone is harassing or raping someone, violence is the best way to punish that man.
But that comes under self-defense, right? Whether it comes under violence or it comes under self-defense. It comes under
Self-defense.
So shall we conclude all our arguments? Okay. So it's not the statement that Gandhiji's teaching is not relevant to the challenges which we are facing in modern India. We could follow the Gandhiji's teaching. Okay, though we are facing many challenges in modern India, we could follow Mahatma Gandhi's teaching, provided we should have a proper way to follow the same. That is what I would like to mention. Okay, are you clear with this, or you wanted to oppose this talk? Are you clear? Though we are having the implementation of industrialization, though we are having the women harassment, whatever it may be, we could go for self-defensing, or we could say take some measures in order to improvise and make our India to be a developed country. Now it is in the state of developing country. So as the future leaders of India, you all should work together for the betterment of our India. And also everyone be proud to be an Indian. Do not have a wrong thought that always the teachings which are being told by our ancient leaders, it is not right. This is right, but we have to implement the same in a proper manner. Can we?
Yes,
Shall we do it?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so welcome to the future leaders of Jaipriya family. All the best. Thank you so much.
And powerful argument. You made the question settled. Life is like a collapse. Its individual pieces are arranged to create harmony. Appreciate your artworks of your life. Here are our JBV champs to recreate the tour of Babuji's figure frames using coins. And I feel gratitude in my heart each time I can meet someone and look at his or her smile. I maintain that thanks in the highest form of thought and the gratitude, his happiness doubled by wonder, joy, in the simplest form of gratitude. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of those who worked really hard to make the celebration happen. I also thank each and everybody who took part in the celebration. Once again, I thank all who made the celebration a memorable one. Thank you all.